Hey, brother.
What's up, Jim? How are you?
Good to see you. Give us a little bit about your backstory.
Yeah, so I'm originally from New York. Right now I live in LA because I'm an actor, so I'm pursuing my acting career out here in LA. So I've been here for about the last 5 years. This is my sixth year in LA.
How did the money aspect come in? Because I remember in one of your
Yeah.
videos, you mentioned that it wasn't like you were always interested in that financial literacy thing. It sort of came about somehow.
I think my sister planted the first seed in my mind of like the importance of knowing what to do with your money, investing your money, and being smart with your money. And I have a distinct memory of her driving me in her car to Bank of America to open up a CD account.
The
I
fact that
just
it
sitting there.
wasn't doing anything kind of bugged you. It was like it's just sitting there.
Yeah, and I'd always admired people like, I mean, of course, you hear the names Warren Buffett, you hear this person who's making this much money, who took this much and then turned it into this and turned it into that.
Yeah.
So I always admired people who, through legal means, could take $1 and turn it into $2. And I thought that was a really interesting skill. And the stock market, that's the place to do it. And nobody around me knew the stock market.
Oh, really?
Nobody,
Interesting.
yeah,
Your
no, like,
sister, your brother? No, okay.
no, my parents are very scared of the stock market to some degree. It's a very risky. Again, people get jaded because of their personal experience.
Yeah, of course.
And when their personal experience is negative, they don't have many positive things to project onto you about a certain endeavor. So they've all been, in some case or form, burned by the stock market. So I wanted to just still learn and figure it out. And that's how I fell into Investopedia. That was my first rabbit hole. And then ETFs is where I started and learning about that. But I still didn't have confidence. And then just over the years, just learning. And then it wasn't until I came to LA that I just put it on hyperdrive. And I saw this interview of Larry King and Tony Robbins on YouTube. And Tony Robbins was promoting his book at the time, Money Master the Game. And then that broke down the basics to me of like Roth IRA or traditional IRA. Oh, there's a number that you can achieve, like a nest egg. And then I started like annotate. It's like a 600-page book. So I just started taking notes. But that was the first time I heard about index funds. I didn't really know what index funds were. So I was like, okay, that. And then it wasn't until like 2019 was the year that it all made sense, came together, understanding the wealth mindset. So understanding every time I get money, before spending it on stuff on desires, let's put it towards these assets.
But before, when you mentioned you did jobs in college, you would collect money into this savings account that paid nothing. So you weren't a spendthrift back then.
That's part of being Indian, man. We're like, we're not, like, especially being, I don't know, South Indian in particular, like,
yeah.
I don't want to say we're cheap, but we're very frugal. There was no like just max out credit cards. There's no like just buy Gucci, just buy this. They instilled a lot of that into us, of that humility and to some degree frugality, but being smart with money and understanding that it doesn't come easy. You do have to work hard for it. And then I just added the element of, oh, well, you can also make it work for you. And then if you do that, then you're really cooking, because now you have a strong work ethic and you can work hard. Then you can also work smart.